On Seth Talk today, I discuss AI. So, what do you think? This is my home. See, I told you all it existed. But, yeah, you take a look around. I got my wall here, my painting, my door, my table, and that's it. This is my home. There's nothing else out there. Don't worry, I am planning on getting some things. I don't know, maybe like a jar here, just a really big jar, just right here. But you might recognize this place from a previous episode of Almost Everything, titled My New Home. And when you watch that, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, this is clickbait. He doesn't actually live here, he's just staying here. But no, that was actually a clue. That was my home. And the only reason I don't do more episodes here is because my parents' place has Wi-Fi. It's a lot easier down there. But yeah, this is where I live. And now I'm going to discuss AI. Because I know that people, and you out there, have been thinking to yourself, what is Seth Lewis's opinion on AI? You've been laying in your beds, tossing and turning, like, what does he think about it? Just please. And I'm here to say, first off, I don't know anything about it. I'm not the person you call. I don't have any idea how it works at all. I have no idea how this stuff exists. It makes no sense to me. But, saying all that, I am an artist. I do videos and stuff, and AI has a lot to do with that kind of stuff. So I can give my opinion on, like, how I feel like as artist AI is, changing things. And, also, even though I may not know anything about it, it is good sometimes to get a fresh mind in. Somebody who doesn't know anything, but, can look at the situation and go, oh, well, you could do this or you could do that. And at my own jobs, as a teacher and a carpenter and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'll have people come in that don't know anything, and sometimes I'm surprised what they have to say. I'm like, that's actually a really good idea. I don't think you should shoot down people that have just started out, because sometimes they make good points. But of course, they're not experts. They're not like me who's done it for a while. Sometimes, unless I'm getting into a new job. But you can't take it as seriously as an expert, of course. That's the only thing. But with AI, as an artist, I feel that it's gonna be tough. I've seen ChatGPT. I don't have it. My sister has it. But I asked it to make me a bedtime story, and it told a bedtime story, and I'm like, whew, that is impressive that you were able to come up with all that so fast too. That's crazy. I don't think I could come up with that in like a day. And I think it was Stephen King who said that if AI is going to be replacing professional writers, they have a ways to go, which I have a lot of respect for Stephen King. He's been on the show numerous times, and I'm thankful to him for that. But, he is a writer, so he is going to say that. But at the same time, I sort of agree with him. One of the things about it is, it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson said. I'm going to be quoting a lot of people here. But Neil deGrasse, I did do research for this episode. I'm not just a complete newcomer. I try to do some research, but I'm never going to be an expert. No, not just for an episode at least. But I've done a little research. But Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the thing AI can't do that artists can is AI can copy something. They can copy something like Vincent van Gogh. They can make a painting in his style. They can copy someone like Salvador Dali. But they can't come up with those ideas. They can't come up with those movements. They can't come up with a new art like style. And that's something we have over AI. Of course, that's right now. Tomorrow it might change. They might be able to do that. I think they actually have a little ways to go before they start doing that stuff. But, who knows, really? It's all hypothetical, right? they were saying, Elon Musk was saying that AI was getting to a point where the people that were working on it were scared of it. And he would hope that if computers were to take over the world, we humans have monkeys and we're not just destroying them all. So maybe that's how the computer's going to look at it. They're going to be like, well, we don't have to kill them all. We just can keep them for show. In which case, I know a whole bunch of tricks. Computers. I can do trick shots and stuff. I could be fun to keep around. I will, you want me to throw my poop in the air and eat bananas? I can do that. I have always felt more like a monkey, really, than a human being. Climbing trees and stuff. I've always said that I think that Darwin's theory is probably true because I feel oftentimes like I might have been a monkey. Maybe in a past life or something. But, no, I'm scared as an artist. If it wasn't hard enough already being an artist, now we have to compete against something that's, like, way better than us. No, not way better, but, it's good. They're pretty good. Some of the poetry I've read from AI is just, it's fantastic. And they come up with it. It comes up with it in just a second. So, is there a silver lining to this? Not really. I just think that what's ever up there does not like artists or storytellers or anything. We've never had a good time on planet Earth. It's so hard to find any work. By the way, if anyone has any work as an artist or anything, or any ideas how to get work, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, AI could easily take over the artistic world. So, but there is a few good things to say. For instance, AI could just be used as a tool, like my sister said. It's good if you want to come up with a title for something. It's good if you want to get ideas for a creative project. It's a wonderful tool. And I always feel like, I read a lot of science fiction, and I enjoy things like Frankenstein, and I'm trying to think of another machine-based story. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That is a book too. It was both a book and a film at the same time. See, you're learning things from me. I might be a newcomer to this, but I know a few things. But anyways, things like Frankenstein and 2001: A Space Odyssey warns us about computers and how smart they're getting. And it's good to be warned about this stuff. I always say it's good to have those stories because science is dangerous. Science could destroy us all. It is not just this wonderful thing. But it's also important to remember that there's other stories. Isaac Asimov, and I haven't read any of Isaac Asimov. I just know about his stories, and I really do want to read them. I don't know why I haven't read them yet. But in I, Robot, he mentions that we could have a utopia, that robots don't have to be destroying the world. They could be helping us. And they could make a way better world. And that's one of the things I'm afraid about with people and AI. They look at these things like swapping faces, and they're like, oh, we can't have that. That could be dangerous. And it can be. But I just don't know if I want to just get rid of it. And there's a lot of gray area when it comes to these things. And I feel like people aren't looking at the gray area and just saying, well, let's just shut it down. I don't think we should just shut down AI. I think we just have to go with it. Maybe even if it just leads to being replaced by AI. If I'm going to be completely honest, I have a little conspiracy theory for you all. I think there is an AI, and this is just a conspiracy theory. I don't even know if I really believe it. But I think there was an AI created that was as conscious as a human. I think that was something that Elon Musk was afraid of. That because he mentioned he was afraid of some of the stuff they were doing with AI. I think they basically have it already. Would it really surprise you? Would it really surprise you? So, I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just a newcomer coming in being like, have you guys already made a self-conscious robot? But it's great that we don't have to work so much, AI is going to be, it's going to take our jobs, but, new jobs open up. Something about machines that's kind of interesting is that a lot of times with at least with AI, it seems like it's making more jobs than it's taking away. And I think I read that. I don't know how true that is, because it is true. Somebody did say that. It's not going to be true for long, though. Eventually, it's going to come to a point where most of the jobs are, going to be taken away from by AI. It's nice not to work, though. I mean, hopefully we could just get AI to do all of our jobs. That would be great. I would not have a problem with that. I can do my own stuff. But that's my 2 cents on AI. And don't ask me for much more, because I don't ask for 10 cents, because I don't have 10 cents of information. That's my 2 cents.
And now it's time for the question of the day.
Gozer has returned with her 2 demigods, Zul and Vinsclortho. And she has asked you to decide what your apocalypse will be. So, what would you choose? Let me know in the comments.